Okay, so what up, everyone? It's your boy Shady C here. So I started watching this new YouTube, well, new to me. It's been out for a while. It's called Movie Timelines. And those of you who know me personally know I'm a huge film buff, so I love watching things like this. And it's been a really good channel. Though I've noticed over the past few videos, just little hints of libtardiness, little snowflake hints being sprinkled like snowflakes. And then I finally got to Revenge of the Nerds, one of my favorite 80s movies. Great series of movies. There were four of them. They were incredible. There's a scene where there's a panty raid, which is a typical 80s college thing that they did in college. It's just a fact. They did panty raids. You'd break into a sorority and steal panties. Panty raid. You raid the panties. And he's sitting there. Watch it. Movie Timeline, Revenge of the Nerds video. He's sitting there going, oh, they broke into the house and it was horrible and it was terrible and it was awful. And they were grabbing panties and like, it almost like it hurt him to say that. And then they installed cameras. It was to get back at the girls for messing with the guy, for screwing over the guys, basically. And he's like, oh, he invaded their privacy. And there's one scene where the main nerd dresses up as the main bad guy character and sleeps with his girlfriend. He raped her. It's so horrible. Look, I'm gonna beg YouTubers, libtard YouTubers, if you want to be an ignorant libtard, I can't stop you. Go right ahead. Do your thing. If you want to review movies, go ahead. I can't stop you. Do your thing. But let's just leave the 80s alone. Just that. Shh. The 80s was a different time period. People had fun back then. Life wasn't so snowflakey. Yes, there were snowflakes back then. We just didn't listen to them. We kind of like hushed them to the side, like the slow kid in class. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I will beg you, snowflakes, just leave the 80s. You're not going to like what you see. Maybe even late 70s. Animal House was what, 79, right? Yeah. Late 70s and then the entire decade of the 80s, just set that aside. You don't want to review those movies, okay? You're delicate, fragile individuals. You won't like what you see. So let's just shh. Move it aside. Leave those movies alone. They're not for you. You are delicate and fragile. These movies have tits and maybe even an occasional pussy shot. Libtards, I don't hate you. You just give me migraines. You let the stupid... There was a thing a few years ago where people would say it, and it fits now. Let's bring it back. Everything libtards complain about, we're going to add a hashtag first world problems onto that. You think people in poor and struggling countries give a damn about these things? No. People in good countries give a damn, because they've got nothing else to give a damn about. Their lives are good. Their lives are great. Again, people, libtards, I don't hate you. I pity you because you can't enjoy life to the fullest when you're constantly looking to get offended. And they do. They do. I'm not joking. Libtards will sit there and watch a movie hoping to get offended so they can bitch about it. So fuck you. Leave my movies alone. Leave the 80s alone. Maybe even late 70s. Not exactly my decade, but the movies were good then. Leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Maybe you want to stick with leaving alone the 90s, too. The 90s had some really good movies that would offend you guys. You're delicate snowflakes. Just stick with reviewing 2005 and beyond. You should be safe there. That should be your safe space, libtards. Anyways, y'all know who this is. It's Shady C. And I'm always right.